Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. We'll explain about the theory of translation. Before it, let me introduce our member. There are Adinda, Fitriani, and myself, Siti Fatimah. Okay, for the first slide is introduction. Language is the main medium for human communication. In a global context, translation plays an important role in allowing information, knowledge, and culture to spread without language barriers. Without translation, much knowledge and many words could not be understood across countries. Therefore, the theory of translation serves as a guide to explain how the process of translation can be done accurately and meaningfully. Oke, seperti yang kita tahu bahwa bahasa merupakan media utama dalam berkomunikasi, dan dalam konteks global ini, penerjemahan itu berperan penting, agar bisa menyebarkan sebuah informasi, pengetahuan, dan budaya agar tidak terbatas atau tidak adanya hambatan sebuah bahasa di dalamnya, gitu. Oke, and the next slide is definition of theory of translation. Theory of translation is a scientific study that discusses the principles, method, and strategies used in the process of translating from the source language into the target language. Its main goal is to deliver the message accurately, naturally, and in a way that can be easily understood by the readers. Oke, jadi theory of translation ini merupakan sebuah kajian ilmiah yang membahas tentang sebuah prinsip, metode, dan strategi yang digunakan dalam proses menerjemahkan suatu teks gitu. Misalnya menerjemahkan suatu teks dari bahasa Inggris ke bahasa Indonesia, yang dimana tujuan utamanya itu agar bisa menyampaikan pesan, sebuah teks, informasi, atau pengetahuan secara akurat, alami, juga agar bisa mudah dipahami oleh pembaca itu sendiri. Oke, next akan dijelaskan oleh Adinda.
Scope of the theory of translations. The scope of translation theory covers important aspects that a translation must consider when transferring a text from the source language to the target language. This scope is not only related to technical aspects of language, but also meaning, culture, and leadership. Some key aspects in translation theory include equivalence, fidelity versus freedoms, cultural transfers, and audience factors. Equivalence, the correspondence of meaning from or affects between the source text and the target text. Equivalence can be first, formal equivalence. It means emphasizing the form and structure of the text. Dynamics equivalence. Imprinting in the effects or reduced response so it's matches the source text. For examples, in English source language, it's raining cats and dogs. In Indonesian target language, hujan deras sekali bukan hujan kucing dan anjing. Next, fidelity versus freedoms. This concerns how far a translation should remain faithful to the source text, fidelity, or be free to adapt according to context. For example, such language, to be or not to be, that is the question. Fidelity or literary target language, menjadi atau tidak menjadi, itulah pertanyaannya. Selanjutnya adalah freedom or adaptations target language. Hidup atau mati, itulah yang dipertanyakan. Next, cultural transfers. The adaptations of cultural terms or concepts that do not have direct equivalence in the target language. For examples, Japanese source language, Otsukare sama desu, and and expressions used to appreciate someone's hard works. In Indonesian target language, terima kasih atas kerja kerasnya.
Audience spectrum. Considerations of the target reader so that the language use fits an intended audience. For example, scientific text should be formal, objective, and consistent in terminology. Children's text should use simple sentence, easy vocabulary, and sometimes use an illustrations. Approaches in the theory of translations, linguistic theories, focusing on linguistic aspects such as grammar, syntax, and semantics. Functionalist theories, emphasizing the purpose of the translations, whether informative, persuasive, and aesthetic. Literary and cultural, focusing more on literary style, cultural context, and the translator's role as an interpreter of meaning. Okay. And then objectives of the theory of translations. Number 1, to provide guidelines for producing good translations. Number 2, to help translator choose appropriate strategies according to the type of the text. Number 3, to serve as a standard for evaluating translations quality. Number 4, to effectively bridge linguistic and cultural differences. Conclusions. The theory of translations is a fundamental foundation in translations practice. By understanding this theory, a translator can maintain accuracy of meaning, beauty of language, and cultural context from the source text to the target text. Translation theory is not only about changing linguistics, but also about maintaining intercultural communication so that the message is delivered effectively.